Morning, fellas.
Yo.
Morning, Lane.
Morning, Manaia. Hey,
back.
I got a question for you. Thanks. I got a question for you guys. I mean, it's a bit more recent than myself, but can you remember your first day at high school?
Yes. Oh.
At college?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you, I mean...
I can because there was an incident.
Yeah, for you, though, were you just sent off on the bus or just to walk to school on your own, just a couple of mates and a lunchbox and that's it?
Yeah, my mum didn't even take me to the bus stop.
Things have changed. Things have changed. It's now, and I blame social media. I blame parents on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, have you got kids starting high school today?
Yesterday. It's now turned into a parental content off. And I felt so sorry. I saw some of the footage, and I felt so sorry for some of the kids who are walking into their first day at high school, and it's like a corridor of parents with their phones out, videoing it.
Oh. And then editing it, chuck it up on Reels. 5 things sending my kid off to school taught me about.
I was just like, come on, man.
This is so funny you say this because I remember on my first day of school when we got on the bus, we went to a stop off in Ahoka, and there was a girl named Erica who got lined up with her younger younger sisters on the front, step of the bus, and then they got spun around and they had to take a photo for the mum, and she got bullied for that for the next 5 years.
But they probably don't even bully them for that stuff anymore.
No, they don't. It's just like,
and that's a shame.
I just saw it, and I drove past another school this morning, and I was like, what is going on? And I would have been 1,000 people outside the school, and it was all parents, and phones up like they're fucking filming Tiger Woods teeing off.
God.
And I was like, oh man, fucking hell.
It's humiliating. No, I mean, I was at boarding school, so there were no parents there. They weren't even in the same town as you.
It's ideal.
Yeah.
Admittedly, we made poor Ralph stand up against the wall in his uniform, took a photo, but we had to promise him that it's only going to the grandparents because the grandparents all said, please send a photo of Ralph in his
might make the
high
family
school
Christmas
uniform.
card at the end of the year
and
at best.
I jokingly said, oh man, Ralph, Mum got heaps of likes on Facebook for a photo. And he goes, what? Mum! And I was like, just joking.
Oh, dude, that would tip me off.
He just lost them plot. But anyway, put them away.
Photo's fine.
Put them away.
Like, you want a photo on your fridge, whatever.
But don't go to the school and film. Like, I just...
things I learned about myself sending my daughter off to high school is not a post.
Does everything have to be content?
I know.
You know?
We're in the content business, so we can't really talk. But I mean,
this is the issue.
But yeah,
but we secure ourselves against that because we do such horrific shit that we'd never want it to be on social media, and that's a way of keeping your private life private.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's so far to the point that I got a fright when I saw a video from yesterday's podcast, being released on social media this morning, to the point where I didn't want it to be up. I thought this can't be.
This is kind of stuff.
This
the
is
stuff
the
we
kind
don't
of stuff
want to go
that
up
we
goes
don't
up.
need
What
on
was
social
it?
media. It was
it's
us kind of slagging off.
It's a statement saying that we don't break sports news here. We make up news. And we...
Is that an allegation that's been levelled against this podcast?
Yeah, and we put ourselves, sports entertainment, ahead of editorial integrity. And there's some people that are blurring the lines around us being any sort of editorial integrity.
Yeah.
Which I need to just clarify that we have zero.
We don't fact check.
You're not coming... Don't come here for any sort of...
No. We hear the same rumours that you do at home.
No.
And we have no more information coming in than that. We just have 3 microphones in front of us. That's the only difference between us and you.
I know. It's like people often slag us off for that kind of thing, and it does not offend me at all because that's not. It's like when they're like, "Oh, can you just commentate the game? You guys aren't very good, like sports commentators." Like, no, I know. It's not. It's not our function. It's not what we do. That exists.
We have a couple of beers and we talk shit.
That's
right.
That's
all we do.
That's right.
Please,
a few small beers.
A few small beers. Live from the Export Beer Garden Studio, this is the agenda for Thursday, the 29th of Jan.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Oh, the Black Claps. They love the Black Claps. They love a dead rubber.
Not good news for us.
No.
I don't like this result.
No, I'm disgusted.
You wanted a 5-game clean sweep.
Yeah, it's not good. No. We can't go into a T20 World Cup with a victory under our belt against India. We wanted to go in, and we wanted India to go into the knockout and go, we beat these guys 5-0.
Yep.
They suck. And then we rip out a win,
Yep.
and we crush their hopes and dreams at home.
This is our problem. We pride ourselves, like the textbook preparation for a World Cup for any New Zealand team, and actually for any tournament, is to come in massively underdone.
Correct.
Having gotten obliterated in every single game in the lead up, come in as massive underdogs, fart through into the semi-finals, and then get eliminated by Australia.
Yeah.
And,
we pray we're not on the same side of the draw as Australia.
Yeah, exactly. But we've absolutely ruined that. And so, quite frankly, I'm disgusted in the Black Caps' performance last night. It was treasonous. They might as well have burnt a flag. out on the pitch for what they've done to this country. It's disgusting.
Yeah. So, okay, straight into the T20 World Cup then, which I guess, does anyone know that kicks off in a week or so?
Yeah.
Over in India and Sri Lanka. Still some controversy over whether Pakistan will even turn up to this tournament.
Well, the bangers are gone, aren't they?
Yep.
It stinks of a boycott. It seems like there's going to be a boycott at play at some stage throughout this tournament.
And I think Ireland are trolling them, saying, can you make it a muck of mine because we need to book some flights?
Yeah. It's such a crock of shit, this whole thing. Because what was the World Cup, the Champions Trophy? Is that what it's called? I forget the name of it.
Oh, the one that we played in Dubai?
Yeah, because India didn't want to
play in Pakistan.
Yeah, that's right. So, it's pretty transparent what's going on. They don't even try and hide it anymore.
It's not like FIFA who try and hide everything.
Yeah.
I think ICC and BCCI are openly like, we just do whatever India wants because they control the game.
We want India to win. So, I'm with you, Lane. I think it's a travesty what we did. This is a problem because we've become dead rubber specialists, the Black Caps. We love a dead rubber. Anytime there's a sniff of a dead rubber, we're up and about. But it's also just the volatility of T20 cricket. Did you listen to the Finn Allen interview on Grade Cricketer?
No.
They were talking about the form that he's in and how amazing it is. This was before the end of the BBL. And he was like, look, to be fair, T20 is pretty random. Like,
yeah.
You might score 100, you might score 3.
Yeah.
It's so volatile.
Yeah, there's so much to chance when it comes to T20 innings. Like, I saw his 100, and he farted a couple top edges down to the boundaries for either sixes or one bounce.
Yeah, a little French cut that misses the thing by a coat of paint.
Totally. So I'm glad he said that. It's like, mate, it's fucking pretty lucky, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I could have been at the bottom of the table or top of the table. Baba Azam, for example, he got absolutely roasted. And to the point where Mike Hesson is having to defend him at a Pakistani news conference about his form, and he's like, the BBL is wildly different from what we were expecting of him at a World Cup. Fuck, poor bastard.
The side fight was in the round, 62 of 36. He's looking good. All the topics of conversation were proven wrong. Yesterday on the BYC, we were talking about how Devon Conway's strike rate is just not enough. He scored 44 off 23, so that was a good knock.
Exactly.
And Daryl Mitchell, once again, 39 not out off 18, the finisher.
He's on a heater, isn't he?
Yeah, and I see, has he been moved down? Because was he batting at like 6?
Yeah.
And this is something I hadn't really thought about, and you actually do want those guys lower in T20s, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like the James Faulkner.
The finisher, yeah.
Yeah. And he is the best batsman that we've got in our team at the moment.
I was watching some footage of Jasprit Bumrah, the bum rush. Someone filmed it from the stand, and it was terrifying because he comes like loping in and that whippy arm action.
It bends backwards.
Yeah, and the way it comes through, like he comes up like he's going to bowl 110 kilometres an hour and it comes at 140.
Trundles in.
That's my worst nightmare.
His run-up would be legal in most Twilight cricket formats.
All of them.
It's
last
like,
man stands. It's 12 steps in last man.
Yeah.
Devastating at indoor cricket.
Oh, indoor cricket.
He'd be a fucking nightmare at indoor cricket. Oh. Just swinging back in at you.
You got to get set up quick, eh?
Line of the cock.
The thing about him, I wonder, is like how it looks so sustainable. Could he not be doing that in his mid-40s?
Yeah.
There's nothing to stop him.
It's so economical.
Because it's shoulders and backs and the delivery stride that undo bowlers.
Yeah.
And he's not doing any of that shit.
Yeah.
It's all wrist.
Yeah. Anyway.
This NRL news is interesting, fellas. If you've seen this, I'm sure you have, Manaia, at least. They've floated a couple of rule changes for the upcoming season.
Have they floated them or have they said they're happening?
They're going to trial them in the preseason games.
Okay, there you go. The main one is if you've just considered a try, you get to choose whether to kick off or to receive the ball. What's the deal, Manaia?
Well, I mean, as it stands, if you concede a try, you've then got to kick off to them. The idea of this rule is since the 6 again tackle rule has come back in, they've been massive blowouts.
Yeah, okay.
Because teams get a massive swing of momentum, you know what I mean? And so they score, then all of a sudden they got the ball back, they get a 6 again, now they're going to score again. And so what they're trying to do is balance it up a bit. But I don't know if that's going to work when you're giving the team the opportunity, the choice. They can either kick off or receive. That's a little confusing. Like, I don't know, would the wind play into that? Is there sun strike at one end, or I don't know. But
they just want tighter footy later in the game.
Yeah, that's it. But the big issue, that particularly the coaches have and the clubs have with it is it's a pretty dramatic change to the way the game's played, and it sort of ruins historical records. You know what I mean? When you look back at the greats of all time, it throws what they did out of whack with how the game's played now, and so they're a bit worried about the fabric of the game and like how much that changes it. It's like when they brought the 3-point line in the NBA. And before that, Bob Cousy could dribble around for 40 seconds and then throw up some slop and be considered the greatest of all time. But now you got dudes scoring 1 million points, shooting threes. It just changes. It's like 2 different eras. That's their worry. They're also looking at a 6-man bench.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask if there's any other rules. A 6-man bench, okay.
6-man bench, which is, but you still only have 4 interchanges, but you've got 6 guys to pick from. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
So you can only bring 4 of them on.
Yeah, right.
But you've
once you bring the 4 on, those other 2
You're done and dusted.
Yeah,
back in the sheds.
twiddling their thumbs,
right.
basically.
Gotcha.
But depending on the game or injuries or whatever, I don't mind that one.
Same.
I don't mind that one because if you get a big bopper that gets injured early, and you can actually bring that big replacement on.
Yeah, and it changes who you can put on the bench because at the moment you've got to have a couple of props on your bench. Then it doesn't leave a lot of room for like an outside back, and if one of your outside backs gets injured, now you've all of a sudden got just whoever the fuck out there.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that. But it is just one of those things in every sport. Like, how much can you change the rules to make it a better experience versus altering historical context?
But NRL are quite good at this because I think they did something similar last year where they proposed some outrageous rule change and everyone went, no, run it away. And then they no, we won't do it. They kind of they got a public reaction to it, and then they went, no, we won't do it.
And they'll do it mid-season as well.
Yeah.
Or they won't even alter the rule. They'll alter how it's called, which I quite like. I think more sports need to do that kind of thing. They did it a couple of years ago at Magic Round where they were like, all right, crack down on head highs. And then at Magic Round there was like 15 sin bins.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are very good at like, let's have a crack, see how it goes. And like, fans didn't like that, we'll bin it.
Yeah,
midway through the season.
I think the 6 on the reserve on the bench will go through. I don't think that affects the fans too much and allows for a bit more leeway in terms of injuries. I don't think the kickoff thing will happen.
I don't think so either. It is
a major change.
It's a pretty dramatic change to how the game works.
Yeah.
And I know Webby was saying he doesn't like it because of that historical part of it.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, well, okay, so then how do you measure how good this guy is versus Alfie Langett?
Yeah, but I guess that at different eras though, it's like trying to compare the classic, like the All Blacks, the Invincibles versus the All Blacks now. It's completely different.
Yeah, the argument's always going to be there.
Yeah, when they had pencil thin thighs.
Yeah, and totally different rules. Totally different. You could ruck someone, whatever. Different points for tries.
Yeah, flaming hot take. Pine tree gets snapped in half in the modern era.
Yeah.
Tell me how I can win $5,000 if that's right.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's the last chance this week. $5,000.
This is it, baby.
Thanks to Leader NZ and the ACC. Head into your local supermarket. Go to the freezer section. Grab yourself a tray of Leader toppers. You'll see the ACC logo on there, a QR code. Purchase it. Scan the QR code. You're in the draw. We'll draw that next week. $5,000 cash to top up your summer.
Let's take a break and we'll be back to chat a bit of Super Rugby fantasy, fellas. Right, shall we get this going this year, fellas? Super Rugby's only about 15 days away.
Jesus.
Are we all good for that?
Not really.
Are we commentating that one?
Yeah, we are, but I'm not mentally prepared for it.
No.
I mean, we're in the midst of cricket season.
You're telling me you haven't spent weeks poring over team sheets?
We've got a Cricket World Cup starting, and then South Africa come in March for 5 T20s.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So this is just a fart in the middle of it. Can they just align it with the NRL and just start it in March?
Yeah.
Why is it February? Just cut a couple of rounds off.
Even March is pretty early.
Yeah.
Super Rugby's not as long a season as NRL.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We say this every year, it's pushing further and further forward, but it's going to be mid-February. It's ridiculous.
It does seem odd, but they've got we did the Fantasy League last year for the championship.
Yeah, we trialled that.
Yeah, and I quite liked that. Because it was just 3 teams. It was 4 teams. It was Argentina, South Africa, Aussie, us, obviously.
Yep. Yes.
And that was our first dip into fantasy rugby.
What fucked me there was the time zones because we were playing games at like 3 in the morning and I was missing the lockouts.
Yeah.
That was tough. But Super Rugby is going to be a lot more manageable.
Yeah, a lot more manageable. And I'll be totally honest, the actual format itself is a bit clunky.
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. You can't interact with people in your group. So you start a group, you can't even interact with them. There's no banter allowed.
Yep.
You've got no way of even contact. You can't even share your result on social media. Like I can't crow that I've just spanked you. And that's the whole idea of fantasy sports.
It's literally the first thing that pops up in my basketball league is once you won, it's like you have to actively not hit the share button because it's that big on the screen to try and find the X.
That's the only reason you do it. On this one, it's like some sort of like
to climb that social ladder.
Yeah, they make out like you're just whacking off in the toilet on your own. Like you don't want anyone knowing. There's some sort of shame about it.
Very rugby though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a great platform, but we're going to get into it anyway, and we're going to offer up some sort of prize for first place. Not that we can get in touch with you, because we can't.
You'll have to get in touch with us.
You have to get in touch with us, and we'll give you the prize.
Who won the rugby championship one?
You can't tell. I tried to go back and have a look at that league. Yeah, you can't tell. We're not allowed in there.
Yeah, something needs to happen. They've obviously bought the Timu version of Sports Fantasy.
Yeah. Yep. So Morning Mashti's in there right now. That's me. I'm the only team in the league that is titled the ACC.
One word.
One word.
The ACC. Okay, so get on to Super Rugby Fantasy. It'll allow a bit of banter throughout the season.
We had the biggest
Rugby Championship League.
We did have the biggest league for the
New Zealand
by miles.
We had the biggest cock last year as well. Yeah, that's right. No, the biggest Super Coach league in New Zealand as well for rugby league as well.
So
there's a feather in our cap here at the ACC. We're just running the biggest fantasy leagues.
Yeah, why don't we do? I don't know. We'll think of something to give away. It might be tickets to the final.
Oh, there's a shout
or something like that.
Yeah,
in Christchurch.
Yeah,
fuck up.
It'll be pretty cheap.
It's going to be in the Tron.
Can't will win it.
Be in the Tron.
You watch down there. Crusaders and Te Kaha.
But if you join the caravan on Facebook, then that's where you can do your chirping, I reckon. Each week we'll put a bit of a post up for the fantasy players, and then you can do your chirping in the comments of that on the Facebook page, the ACC Caravan.
How good is Matt Henry Stadium?
Oh, tremendous.
And how good is it of the people of Wellington to name their stadium after Matt Henry?
Yeah.
It's a Cantabrian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they going to paint the seats purple or something? Because Henry's a purple. That's there. I don't know.
It's the kind of accounting thing, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was the vacuum cleaner.
Nah, it's the Henry 2000. Isn't it? Henry 200.
No, Henry is the fucking, and shout out to them if they want to sponsor this podcast, but they're the ones who do your invoices. That's how I send invoices to you, and then fuck the tax up and still have to go to see the IRD at the end of the year anyway. It's happening every year. But yeah, congratulations to them.
Yeah, it's the Matt Henry Stadium.
How much do you reckon they paid for that?
I don't know. I think it's quite expensive to that kind of thing. I mean,
for that shitter of a place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who are they bidding against?
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
I don't know who else wants to be the.
What other Wellingtonian-based companies would be?
It should have been Edmonds or something, so you could just fully embrace the cake tin.
100%.
And then just call it the cake tin.
Yeah.
Edmonds cake tin.
The Edmonds cake tin.
Yeah,
it's on.
Stop it.
Someone needs to do that.
Well, I was saying this earlier this week. Whenever a corporate sponsor comes on for your beloved stadium, whatever sport you follow, why do we adopt that name? It's like they're not paying us, so why do I have to give this company a sponsored plug every time I refer to the stadium?
Yeah. That's why we always cocked up the Christchurch one, because we had Orange Cherry, we had Apollo landing Apollo landing stadium.
Yeah,
and wasn't Orange Theory some kind of cycling fit class?
It's a gym
franchise. Because there's something I asked someone. I saw a tent set up down there, Orange Theory tent, and I went up there and goes, "What the fuck is this?"
I reckon that might have been the cheapest stadium deal that you could have bought.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's that scaffold.
But it's a gym, and there's some sort of theory around the orange zone of training.
There's an orange.
The orange
theory.
There's an orange.
Your heart rate.
Yeah,
you got to stay in the orange.
I was like, mate,
me.
Make things a little simpler, would you?
I just feel like we as sports fans are way too quick to adopt the corporate sponsor name. Like the Mount Smart faithful immediately started calling, we're going out to Go Media. It's like, are you getting paid every time you say that? You know that's
Go Hard.
Yeah. Or just Mount Smart.
Yeah.
Or if you're Jason Hoyt, Ericsson.
Ericsson phones, which haven't been around for 30 years.
Since Boost Mobile Monster Text. Look it up.
What was Jade?
Lancaster Park.
But that was
but what was Jade
accounting?
up to?
No, technology.
And then it went to AMI, didn't it? Down there, Jade, and then AMI
Stadium.
AMI,
and the earthquake.
AMI
you got FML Stadium in Hamilton.
Yeah.
What are they up to? Accounting?
Insurance.
Insurance. Farmers Mutual Group.
Forsyth Bar? Rigger works for them, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he does. But I mean, that one's the Sistema lunchbox. Sistema should sponsor that.
Why is Eden Park not sponsored?
Oh, that I believe is a branding exercise from them because they feel there's more value in being called Eden Park than there is in being called McDonald's Stadium.
What about if the clothing brand Eden Park, which is Paris-based, sponsor Eden Park, and then they're winning?
Smart.
Yeah, that's a win.
Eden Park's Eden Park.
What about if Canterbury Clothing Company sponsor Te Kaha?
Yeah.
It's just the Canterbury Stadium.
Yeah.
Canterbury Clothing Stadium. What about the Smoothie King Centre in New Orleans?
Oh, yeah.
That's a powerful
But
day.
what happens when TheACC gets a new sponsor and then we no longer... is it going to be known as TheACC?
And then it's Red Tube Stadium in Christchurch.
It's Red Tube Takaha.
Isn't it the one New Zealand Takaha?
Oh, is that?
I think it is.
I think
one on board, are they?
One NZ Takaha.
Okay.
I think they've even dropped Takaha, having just wrapped our heads around it. They've immediately dropped that, and it's like one stadium or something.
Maybe
like
we
that.
need to be the spearhead of the initiative to just rename all our stadiums to what they should be known as, and not give in to the
We just as a public need
commercial
to
purchases and rights that are made by sponsors.
bind together and be like, unless you're unless you're gonna pay me to say the name of your thing,
I'm going to get it wrong every time.
Yeah.
Get fucked, fellas. You should be following us on socials as you work for us, but if you don't, search up the ACC on Instagram or Facebook. We're currently in the midst of undertaking the 2026 Snackachangi Sports Awards.
Yeah, okay, this is our equivalent of the Hellbergs.
Yep.
I mean, this is the Hellbergs for the people.
This is our Super Bowl.
Yeah, this is our Super Bowl. These are the awards that
That's a compliment
should
to
be
the
given
Hellbergs.
out at the Hellbergs, but aren't. And just get on there. I think we've got the best moustache and hairstyle of 2026
I
category.
saw that Peter Siddle going up against Jeremy Wells.
Yes, and also Matt Henry on the moustache front.
What's the formula for deciding that? Is it, do you take their total score for mustache, total score for hair, and then subtract their
interesting.
partner's age?
No, I
because
think
if that's
it's
the
Peter-
criteria,
oh, wow.
Peter Siddle's got this in the bag.
Hey diddle diddle, Peter Siddle is a horrific looking individual. He's clinging on to his youth by
He's got to, mate. He's going to the festies over the summer with his 23-year-old Mitty.
Has he got?
Have we not had this conversation?
Has he gone full
yet?
Belichick?
Yes, he has. He has. He's hard launched over the summer break.
Belichick, yeah, and he's got the full dye job.
He went to a graduation ceremony over the Christmas break. That's all I'll say about that.
And he took a hat trick on his birthday.
What more could you ask?
He would have
for,
got
G
so
Lane?
much more on his birthday than a hat trick.
Great, New Zealand.
If I know cricket changing rooms like I think I do, is he really getting away with this?
I wonder.
No way. He's
You know
not
what I
getting
mean?
away. Nah, he's not getting away with this. The cricket changing room. There's no way that someone's not mentioning.
Yeah, he's not copping.
Not copping the fact that he's got a 23-year-old.
My daughter's in your wife's class.
Anyway, I voted for Peter Siddle because he was running the 2-minute noodles for most of the BBL season.
And still bowling 140.
Yeah.
Fuck, how much does Matt Henry look like Richard Hadley in that image that we posted?
Yeah, he's
and
channeling
across the
everything
summer?
about pedals.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then who else was in there? Oh, Jeremy Wells with his January, February Hawanui moustache because he can't be fucked shaving across that time of the year.
He has got the most disgusting facial hair possible on
wispy.
a human.
It's the Hawanui moustache.
It's so wispy and
He grows it out across the summer break.
it's like he should be working for the MI5 in like the 1920s or something.
Yeah. He so that the photo that you've put up is of our marketing shoot from the start of last year, and the problem was he was in the middle of 2 days of filming for 7 Sharp, and it was a story about moustaches, so he couldn't shave it off, and we only had that one date to do the shoot. And I know that it is driving our boss fucking insane that all of the marketing pictures are him having a mustache, and he only ever had it for 2 days. But every image has him with the mustache, and he's never had a mustache.
It's not an accident that he was one of the nominees for that. Just to remind everyone why.
So what's next for the Snackachangi Sports Awards?
The categories come out every week. So get to the ACC Instagram, ACCNZ, or on Facebook, or on ACCNZ.com to vote. And we'll have an awards ceremony, I think, with Lee Hart is hosting that along with myself at some stage at around kind of really Marchish.
Now, I understand, Manaia, before we get to some news, please, you had to catch up with Brad Thorne this morning.
Yeah, I
on
did.
The TheACC breakfast.
I did. I think we might put that. It was about 10 minutes. We might chuck that up on this feed as well.
Yeah, nice.
So he's got a book coming out, and I got to be honest. The first question you guys asked me when I said I talked to Brad Thorne, though, you said, "How's the voice?"
Yeah,
and because there was a stage there where the Nightwolf Matt Ward was pitching Lee Hart to do a podcast with Brad Thorne and
Simon Mannering,
Darren Lockyer, Steve Price, called The Husk. They never got that one across the line, but I got to say, the voice is a lot better. And this is a tease for you. Beaver used to tell me the story that Brad Thorne made him and Conrad Smith do a bench press competition to find out who the weakest All Black was.
That's fucking on.
So I put that question to Brad Thorne and asked whether that was true or not. So go and listen to that podcast.
Oh, that is good. I love that. It's like every team has to find the weakest link. It's like that's the reason why Mark Richardson raced the slowest person from the other team because it was a twofold. It was to humiliate Mark Richardson because he was always was never shy of a word, but they knew he was
touching the Gumbies.
Yeah, so they'd make him race the other Gumbies. So it's something around professional sports teams that they need a hierarchy.
Yes,
he was
pecking order.
He was obviously the strongest, and he needed to find the weakest.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. Yeah.
Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Well, they're coming through thick and fast at the moment, these yours pleases. If you haven't sent us one, please do so. Just click the microphone button on the iHeartradio app. Newcomers welcome, if not preferred. First one, yours please.
Here we go, lads. Dave from Dunedin here. First time caller, long time listener.
G'day,
Jacob Orham's general body size and Mike Lane's general ability.
In the bathroom?
Would you rather see the Black Caps win at least one test on this tour of Australia, preferably the Boxing Day, but Lord knows, the All Blacks to win all 3 games against South Africa, or the 47th President of the United States to fall down a glacial hole and cease to be the stain on the world that he is? Thank you very much.
I am going to say 3 test matches in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Because...
No.
Just off the back of the Razor thing, 2 years out from the World Cup.
I just, from my... I'm like, this is purely selfish for me, living on the North Shore of Auckland. And just being able to walk around, just, you know... I wouldn't say anything. I'd just smirk.
Unless something was said to you.
Yeah, correct. Whereas the Black Caps stuff, I have very little expectations of that tour anyway.
Yeah.
And whatever we can eke out of it, I'm going to love. And being a long-suffering Black Caps fan,
What's a bit more suffering?
Correct. Yeah. So, but I would quite like. It would be a great story if the All Blacks can get. If they're 3-0 over in South Africa, that is a dream.
I don't mind that. Yeah, it'll be good revenge for Tony Brown as well. Yeah. You heard that here first. And
it's been a long time since we relied on results. They don't really correlate, do they, results and enjoyment as a Black Caps fan. So I know that we're going to have fun on this series no matter what. So if we lose 5, whatever. I mean, winning the Boxing Day, if we win the Boxing Day test, we can just call it a series win. That's a massive moral victory for us. We don't need anything more than that.
Yep. That's what I'm going with out of those 3.
Yeah, it's a 1-game series.
I'm going, specifically that Boxing Day test, I think that would be fucking incredible if we were to win that, particularly over the Aussies. I got balls deep in the latest Ashes series, and I just hate the way the Aussies support their team. They're not interested. They just want to obliterate everyone. They want everyone to suck.
Including their own at times.
They would win 1,000 runs to none every game if it was up to them.
Yeah.
And they're not interested in the sport being interesting or watchable.
There's no charity.
There's no charity. They talk the most shit when they've just beaten you. Like when they obliterate you, humiliate you in 2 days, that's when they really put the fucking boot in, and I hate that. And so if we could win that Boxing Day test, we'd be the most smug fan base forever as well.
Well, and what was the second part of that question?
Something about the president, something political, which we don't really get involved in.
We'll save that for Heath next week. Next one, yours, please.
Yeah, g'day boys, Joe and Winton Woonder here, and my Google Photos memories that have come up in my push notifications today have teed me off because January the 29th today means it's the 10-year anniversary of day 1 of New Zealand's greatest ever sporting upset as the Bull Alliance took down an international and first-class laden Canterbury country team for cricket's mighty Hawke Cup. Day 1 highlights were that we showed up and the sprinklers had gone off under the covers, so they had to mow a brand new strip, and we started play at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, this was front page of the local
There's a
paper
part
stuff.
2. There's a part 2.
The deep cut.
And this weekend, I'm not sure if it's Saturday or Sunday, I'm not there anymore, but I think Bull is playing West Coast in their annual fixture at Arthur Fong Park in Greymouth, and I think they've hired a bus for the day and they're going to go down and get on the piss and all of that sort of stuff. I heard something they're leaving at 7 o'clock in the morning, so it sounds like it could get quite feral. Someone should probably send a reporting team over there just to check and see if they're okay. Anyway, stay tuned for day 2 highlights tomorrow. We've got lots of interesting stuff coming up. Go the Bull Alliance!
That's a real deep cut grassroots cricket chat there.
There was a massive controversy, that sprinkler under the covers.
That's funny.
It was front page of the local paper. I remember there were conspiracies everywhere.
Yeah,
trying to figure out if it was intentional, if it wasn't.
What happened?
I think it's just pure stupidity because
it definitely is.
Because I help out of our local rugby club, and we'd had 1 week's worth of rain, and we were wondering whether the fields were going to be ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
And I drove past on Friday night, and the council had the sprinklers on.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, well, we're definitely not playing tomorrow.
Yes, that's grassroots, but it also permeates all the way to the top. I was the person the other day who turned on the Super Smash. I know TVNZ was still wondering who that was that turned into that.
I'll be pleased to know that.
It was me.
For their demos things, they'll be like,
yeah.
Be quite pleased.
There were more people watching that game in my lounge than there were at the stadium, which was McLean Park in Napier, and I tuned in just in time for them to call it off for Sunstroke.
Oh, for God's sake.
Did they actually?
Yeah. So whoever, I think it was the
Virat Kohli Memorial Gap that goes up there. Yeah,
the Stags or whatever, they came out.
Did they not install the big sunscreen that they did for the Indians?
No, so apparently they've done something up there that's changed it, but still the batsman walked out there and he looked at it and he's just like, I'm not fucking doing that. And then they just walked back off and I was like, oh, that's my Super Smash viewing for another season.
Next one, yours please.
Yeah, good morning, fellas. All of a sudden, Tim Seifert rocks up, and I don't know what's happened, but the batters have learned how to hit the ball. The bowlers are finding ways to not get tonked around the ground, except for Folks. But Folks is still taking wickets with an off-cutter. Currently 89 for 5, and I'm pretty happy. We might win this one. Anyways, love yous, fuck yous. See you at Hodaki Corner.
We did.
Big news at Hodaki Corner. I saw that there was a concrete drill. Someone was looking for a concrete drill with a very wide drill bit.
90 millimeter bore drill bit. Yeah.
I'll give you an update, actually. I'll head out there this afternoon and see what's up at Hodaki Corner.
You wouldn't need all 90 mils, would you?
Nah, nowhere near. But that, obviously that was from last night, mid-dead rubber. Like I say, not a good sign for us, but... Geez, yeah, they love the look of Zach Folks, don't they?
He certainly doesn't deserve this because he's been so good for us all summer.
Yeah.
But
he'll come
Dylan
right.
Cleaver brought this up yesterday. He's averaging 22.3, and if you break that down, that's 5 boundaries and over he's averaging at the moment.
He's averaging 22 and over.
His economy is
22 and over. Is 22 and over. Sorry for this series so far.
Oh, well,
so
anyway,
they have taken a real shining to him. Phillips 18. Jameson 14.2 and Henry at 13.8. That's our frontline bowlers there in Santner.
Yeah,
13.1.
Against a generational Indian T20 lineup as well.
Oh, for sure.
But
Clark 10.3, but he got sent home.
Something for the mums. I think Folks, he's going to be he's so young. He's so young. He's so young, but
That's not a great environment for him over in India.
No.
England and New Zealand, he'll be swinging, hooping it around corners.
Good experience because he's got everything there. It's just that I think the game planning and the experience and the keeping your head on and that kind of stuff. That's why this stuff's so good because he hoops it prodigiously. It's a massive swinger, and it also goes the wrong way. He's got a janky action that I think he's going to eventually. Yeah, I think he's going to take a lot of wickets. I think he's going to be a very good bowler for us.
Okay, next one. We got last one or a couple more? 3 more.
Oh.
I love that because Joe held up 4 for
g'day. I'm currently watching a buddy, the Super League or the Big Smash, whatever the fuck you call that New Zealand comp. And can I just say how mundane and tedious and uninteresting the commentary is. I mean, not once have they talked about burying their dead cat at Eden Park or first 11 of things you can stick in your poo chute. There's no nuts on foreheads. Like, I'm all for New Zealand sport and New Zealand funding. Like, Brotown was awesome, but, like, New Zealand cricket, what the fuck? It's so fucking boring, man.
Yeah, it's not New Zealand cricket, unfortunately. It's TVNZ who make that decision on commentators. But it must be, I must admit, having to wrangle together commentators myself, even for internationals.
That's a good point.
It's quite hard. And if I did a whip around of our team and said, hey, who wants to do
McLean Park
Super Smash?
Yeah.
It'd be crickets.
Yeah, that's well put, actually.
It'd be crickets. So I think TVNZ have got the same issue. They're like, who's keen? And Tim Roxburgh's like, yep,
I'll do it.
And
got a couple of
old mate Rutherford, yep. They're like, is that it? Just you guys? Okay.
We're going to need some credibility in there. Okay, Wags, are you available, please?
I'm seeing an opportunity here. Like, free... my only issue is I don't think they're commentating from the grounds. The vibe I'm getting is they're commentating off tube. And
how can you, though?
How you can tell is when a ball goes up, if you're at the ground, you can tell if it's going to 6 or not. Whereas if you're watching it on the TV, you don't know.
Because they go this, we do the same. We go, has he got enough on it? No. Because that's what I do. Has he? Yes, he has. That's 6.
Yeah. Whereas when you're at the ground, you're like, oh, it's a huge 6.
Yeah. Or this is going straight up in the air.
Yeah.
Someone's underneath it.
Yeah, that's right. So you can kind of tell just by the intel that they can give you whether they're at the ground or not. Now, having said that, and having just commentated the Black Clash, where Team Rugby fielded with 12 players for 15 overs, and we didn't notice.
Do you think the crowd looked a bit crowded?
No one noticed. The only thing we noticed was that the 12th man was on, but Jason Spice looked like he was about to throw up from a hangover. So we were like, oh, they must have replaced Jason. But no, he was still on the field too.
I love how he gives Spice. Jason Spice gets so many drive-bys every year about how hungover he is.
Well, it's because he always is as well, though.
He doubled over in his run-up and just about chunned it on the pitch. And then the next over, they panned to him on the boundary, and he had tears in his eyes. His eyes were bloodshot red, and there was tears coming out of them. It's like the most hungover man I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Did you know they lost Jesse Ryder until about 4 p.m. The following day of that sponsors event, that first night?
But he performed the next day.
Oh, shit, yeah, he did. When we saw Southie the following day at the net session, as I walked over, he said, Jesus, here's one of the problems from last night. We're still missing one of the others. And I said, who? And he said, yeah, we haven't seen Jesse yet.
Have we addressed the racism claims on this podcast?
We mentioned it briefly yesterday.
That's you getting Ajaz Patel and Jeetan
Patel and Jeet Ravel.
And Jeet Ravel mixed up.
No, Jeet Ravel had nothing to do with it. It was Ajaz and Jeets.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. I mean, this
and
is
the accusation.
The issue is I can't.
How are you supposed to know the difference?
And
Messi?
XR Patel.
Yeah, XR Patel.
I'm not sure if XR did come into the conversation.
Diphac was probably
the issue I've got is I don't know what was said. So maybe we have to have a discussion with Southie, but all I know is that I rocked up the following day and he was asking if there's any Indians around because they're in trouble if there are.
Because I went over to him and I said, oh, g'day, mate. Hey, feeling about tomorrow? And he goes, I'll ask your racist mate over there.
And it wasn't even me.
Nah. And I was like, Joe, what did you do? Joe was like, I don't know. And Southie's like, no.
Not that guy, the other guy. The other Cantan.
I was like, why is he racist? You'll have to ask him.
I'm not living that one down. Next one. Yours, please.
G'day, lads. I just had the fright of my life. I was doom scrolling on Instagram and decided to check out Tribe to see if the Black Caps game had started yet. They hadn't. There's fucking Super Rugby on. The Reds playing the Force in a pre-season match.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking hell, it's summer.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, well, we addressed that earlier. It is every year we moan about it. Every year it kind of sneaks up on us. Yeah. So it is strange. I mean, they've got to fit it in. They've got to fit it in for the international season, but can they somehow shorten it a bit? I don't know.
They got to figure something out. I had a similar thing when I was doom scrolling, and the Highlanders have posted that they've got like a pre-season game as well, and you know they do first 40, second 40, two separate teams. Yeah. The only name I recognised in either sheet was Angus Tarver, and I was like, shit. Does that say more about how old I'm getting or where rugby's at?
Angus Tarver's socials are quite funny if you follow him because he's a good man. He's he's like Dunedin summer, and he's got shows outside, and then he pans back to a roaring fire in his lounge, and it's like January 15.
Yeah.
How good are the Highlanders going to be this year? Can someone?
I dark horses.
Yeah. I was wondering if we're going to get to that point.
You got a future All Black coach and kind of taking charge down there.
Could be a bit of upheaval.
Yep.
Could be a bit of upheaval there.
Oh yeah, true.
But again, he's apparently been working out of office for the last couple of weeks.
Is he?
Mm.
He did send told the players to train by themselves for a week. And then they asked him about...
I've got to go see a man about a dog.
Got to go see a man about a dog. I'm just heading up to Auckland for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll be back. And then he's like, nah, it's pretty common for that kind of stuff. So,
yeah, nothing to see here.
Really? Can you imagine if you were a rugby team and your coach went, you guys want to train on your own? You'd be like,
fuck yeah.
Pub?
Yeah.
Pre-season.
Shit, yeah. What do you think we've been doing the whole time you've been away, like?
Next one, yours, please.
Hey fellas, 18-year-old Wounded here.
Yeah, boy.
I'm not a horrific paedophile like you guys make me sound like. My girlfriend's 8 months older than me, and her oldest sister is 20.
Yep.
So yeah, she was at the pub with me. She just went home early. So I was already in the dog box by the time I got home. I slept in the tent because it was at the holiday house in Te Ao, which was packed over Christmas, so the tent was up for some people to stay in.
Right.
But they had gone home, so I just fucking jumped in there.
Okay.
Yeah, fucked.
Okay, I don't know if you... I mean, the Winton, 18-year-old Woonder from Winton, he sent a message the other day giving advice on... He's allowed at the pub. He's immediately in the dog box because he goes to the pub and gets twanging and comes home, and the missus kicks him out of the bedroom, and he had to sleep in the tent. And the question for me I asked was, has he got some sort of Robin Bain tent situation going on at his house?
Yeah, permanent tent.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, but apparently it's a holiday home. So that's that explained. We'll gloss over the start of it.
I don't know if we've talked about this, Joe. Maybe I mentioned it in a podcast with you, but when I was down there for Christmas, at all their local pubs, they've got those courtesy vehicles. Why do we not have these courtesy vehicles up here? The courtesy coaches are so good. You just get there,
is it a South Island?
fucking dieseled, and then this poor lady who works behind the bar has to rally up.
Who's also dieseled.
Yeah, fair. And rallies all the oldies up, and then shoves them in the back, and then does a bit of a one-stop shop all the way home.
Well, it happened to the West Coast, didn't
it?
Yes, it did. We had
a
couple of people in the
party in the mouth.
We had a couple of people in the well.
Why don't we have more of these things?
Courtesy coaches.
Do you have to have them in rural towns?
Well, you have Ubers here, don't you? So
the difference is
there's no taxis.
No one's coming to your pub if you don't have one down south. Whereas in a city, people are still coming to your pub.
Yeah, and you're just Ubering as well. You've got an option. You've got an evac option.
Yeah, and there's public transport, whereas in the regions there isn't. But what I will say is it's the greatest free hit because a cop's never going to pull over the courtesy coach because of course they're doing the cop's job for them, getting everyone home safely. So that's why they're always drinking.
I was about to say I've been involved in a coach that was taking a bunch of people to the rugby, and the coach driver got pulled over and done for being steamed. Yeah. It was in the UK. We're like, this guy's fucking steamed.
Yeah, I remember being offered a ride home by the courtesy coach driver and looking at him going, you can go on 1-for-1 with me.
Right, is that us, Joe?
Yeah.
That's us, okay. Cheers, fellas.
We've got Sportsbook coming out too. Myself and Carl Tiley from the TAB going over this weekend's big games and some big winners from the Karaka Millions, etc. That's coming out Sabo.
We'll see you tomorrow.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.